All right, how we doing, Santa Teresa? My name is TK, and so just grateful to be here. I want to especially give a thanks to my brother and friend Leron for having this amazing vision that you guys probably seen on the website. I know the first time I seen it, I just kind of immediately fell in love with the vision. It's something that I had also in my vision. And how many of you guys have seen something like in a dream or like a meditation or vision that came to life at one point? Anyone? Dream of something, meditate. Okay, a lot of hands, great. I mean, I'd expect the whole room to go up, but why? Because that's what we do. We dream, right? We dream, and this is an interesting picture I chose. I didn't know what I was going to talk about a couple hours ago, and it just all came together. And 4 years ago, I would have never imagined myself looking like this, long hair, and before I couldn't even grow hair, like no facial hair. Something about Asians. And it just came through all of a sudden, like, Mom, I got a goatee. Can you believe it? This took 40, like 2 years. So this meditation is like Ronin said, like that candle, right? You don't take away someone's light, but you share the light. And I love that analogy, and thank you for that verdict chant. Powerful. Om Mani Padme Hum. That's the one I really enjoy. Mantras, rituals, I think verdict chants, these are very important, and we'll talk about how I tie that in together. But going back to this happened very in the flow, in the moment. It wasn't planned, and actually my daughter June was taking an ice bath, and Leron was just right there, and I was just like, hey, you wanna meditate? And I just learned this meditation from a friend in Venice, California. I just got back from there, and he shared this meditation. It's a beautiful meditation. I highly recommend doing with like your partner first. It's just eye gazing at first, right? Who's on eye gazing? Beautiful, beautiful. So this is pretty hilarious, and I wanted to share this picture because 4 years ago I was like in what I consider the matrix, the corporation world, right? Like climbing the corporate ladder, and love the cities and just kind of chasing material success. Right? So, fast forward 4 years, I'm here in Santa Teresa meditating with a guy, eye gazing, looking into his soul, and him looking into my soul. And we both started cracking up 10 minutes into the meditation. And I'll tell you why. Because we saw the light. We saw the light in each other. All the light that we all carry within us. And so that is very close to nature. And that's if you're drawn to nature, and if you're here in this moment, that means something's pulling you into nature, because that's our natural rhythm. I love that. Use that natural rhythm. So I recently got into breathwork, and I'm really just grateful and honored for my brother Leon allowing me to host this complimentary session this Saturday, and we'll talk about that a little bit too. But I want to do just something really quick with all of you guys here in this beautiful vortex. It's this breath work that someone told me, and I mean, I could do it right now, because when I get on stage, sometimes I get butterflies in a good way. And because I'm introverted, and sometimes, the butterflies kick in. But if we get anxiety, if we get like stressed out, we could do this breath. And it's a heart and brain coherent breath. Who's heard of that? It's just slowing our breath. Because if you notice your breath, most people breathe out of their chest. They forget that they have a belly. And we can deeper, take full breath. So I want to teach you one breath work today, and we're going to do advanced breath work on Saturday. But today, It's a coherent breath. And anytime we have anxiety or we're stressed or we need a system reset, we'll just do a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale. And that's 6 breaths. And that's how like babies breathe, right? If you see a baby, their breath just... So we're gonna do that. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna just exhale all our air out, and then when I say exhale it all out, we're gonna inhale for 5 seconds, and I'll do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do an exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just do 3 rounds and see how that goes. And that's 30 seconds. And just observe. After it is, we'll just kind of go into calm stillness, and just I want you to observe yourself and see how you feel. See how you feel right now, and we'll see how you feel afterwards. All right, so just exhale all the air out. All right, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of your nose, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in slowing your breath in that stillness you found more calm, more peace. That's the state that our normal state should be in. And when we connect with nature, we can find that connection again because our breath slows down. We become present. Next slide. That's for my video, right? Can I use this for my slides as well? My favorite movie. Who's watched this movie? Raise your hands. Yeah, we got a big Matrix crowd here. Amazing. So this movie tied into my life in 2 significant ways. I'm a huge fan of Keanu. I think he's an awakened soul. And he plays these interesting movies that create some crazy, wild metaphors, I feel like, that relate to life. And so when I first discovered this movie, I think I watched it in 1999, right? So when I watched this movie, my life completely changed. I wanted to learn how to code. I wanted to be a hacker. I wanted to learn engineering. I wanted to learn technology. I was like, wow, this is the future. And it's interesting that if you look at the world, the society, how we've been programmed to live in these big urban cities, it is like living like Keanu in that cubicle, 9-to-5 job, right? Going home, rush hour traffic, rinse and repeat all over again, and just enjoying our 2 weeks vacation a year to Costa Rica, right? 2-week vacations. If you stay with the company 5 years, you get 3 weeks. You guys get the idea. And so that's like a rat race, right? I kind of discovered pretty late in my life. But next slide. How do you escape the matrix? Oh, there you go. So the fastest way to escape the matrix, in my experience, is having some type of spiritual awakening. And who's had a spiritual awakening or feels like they're on a spiritual journey? Raise your hands. I'm curious. Wow. Okay. About half the room. So something significant might have happened in your life in that moment, usually. And it's like a shift in consciousness, right? That's what we're talking about right here, is consciousness. At the end of the day, with what we're building here at Yoko, bringing conscious, like-minded folks on a same path. And this is me. I look quite different, right? I swear I couldn't even grow a mustache, you know? But this is me in the Big Basin. It's the oldest forest in California. It's in Santa Cruz. And you see I don't know if you can see that, but I didn't even know yoga back then, but I was doing a yoga pose. It was pretty funny. You know, the yoga pose. What's that called? Anyone? I'm doing that. And these trees, what's interesting is they are ancient trees. Normal trees could live up to like 150, 300 years. These live up to 3,000 years. So very ancient trees. And I won't go into my experience because a lot of, I think, people have awakened in the forest, right? Or close to nature. And that just kind of tells you something about nature, right? Nature, like, brings us closer to God, consciousness, because everything is in nature. And it was from this moment that I escaped the matrix, actually. I questioned my life. I questioned who I was hanging out with, my friends, my job, my day-to-day, and started questioning what do I really want? What does my heart actually desire? And so, who wants to learn the secrets to manifesting your dream life? Amazing, I do. And double hands. So we're going to talk about that briefly, and we're going to talk about this, how I could relate to it. And there's two ways to manifest any desire. Anyone want to take a guess? Belief. Not quite there yet. Ooh. Dream. Visualization. Feeling. Wow, the stories, I love it. All right, getting hotter. Intention. And attention. Wow, love it. Attention. That's very important. Awareness, right? Frequency. Ooh. Frequency is the future of medicine. I didn't say that. Einstein said that. You pray and ask for it. Pray, bingo. Pray, bingo. So there's two ways to manifest any desire. And this is, like, it's a secret, but people, could take it and not do anything about it. That's the wildest thing. When this information is readily available, okay? It's not woo-woo stuff, right? Like that movie Secrets. Who watched Secrets? Yeah? A lot of concepts in there that ties to this, but the secrets to manifesting your dream life is two. We're just going to talk about one. So one is in sleep, and two is in prayer or meditation. So when you said feeling, intention, visualization, those are all forms of prayer. And so prayer and sleep, and we'll talk about sleep. Sleep is interesting, but I'm limited on time, so we're going to talk about just sleep. And so when we go to sleep, this is when we can actually manifest our dream life. And what I mean by that, who has gone to bed and they're just constantly thinking about work? Raise your hands. Right? And what happens in your dream? You're dreaming about work. Who's dreaming about work? What to do next day? Yeah, we've all been doing that, right? And it's because it's this unconscious programming. We go into habits, and that becomes our identity. But what's interesting is, right before you go to bed, if you actually change the intention or the feeling, who said feeling? That was a secret word, feeling, with emotion of who you are, right before you go to bed, that is what you can manifest. That is the dream. That is the vision you hold so strong that only you can see. And people will get glimpses of that and be inspired. Like, I'm so inspired by Leron's vision of Yoko. And if you concentrate on that, it slowly starts to manifest in your life. People, places, things. My whole life changed after my awakening. All my friends shed, all my neighbors, all my coworkers, everyone changes. Why? Because your frequency changed. Your frequency changed, which means your vibration changed. When your vibration changes, you get a vibrational match. You get people that get aligned. How these partners come together, because these beautiful souls have a connection beyond what we can see through feeling. And so if we look at our mind, we'll talk about our mind for a little bit here. Our conscious mind is our waking state. What you see, what you sense through your five senses, this is our waking state of consciousness. What we don't realize, 90%, is unconscious, and that's where our subconscious lies. And we won't talk about the unconscious, but let's talk about the subconscious. And so the subconscious is where it requires acquired programming. We're going to store memories. We're going to store habits and thought forms that crystallize and are hard to reach. Because why? At night, you're thinking about work. You're not setting new programs. And so if we understand the subconscious, we can understand that the best time to get to the subconscious is through what? Sleep. Bingo. Sleep is a gateway to manifesting anything you want in life. It's literally, sleep is a gateway to heaven. And in this subconscious programming, if you studied, I'm always inspired, my teachers are like Dr. Bruce Lipton, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, he talks about this, right? The way you think and the way you feel will create your reality. So I wanted to briefly touch on this because this is part of our brand and part of our awareness that we want to build at Home Sleep. This is a company we stealthed for a year with my daughter. My daughter's my co-founder, just 19 years old, and just so blessed to be building this company with her. And this is interesting because right when you go to sleep, if you can journal, if you can meditate right before you go to bed, it would change your life, because that's when you're programming your subconscious. And whatever you impress in your subconscious, and I'll tell you the secret, is a feeling. If you feel, you can embody, vision the person you want to be, and hold that vision still every night, night after night. That will start to manifest. And you will become that person. You will live that lifestyle, that dream life everyone wants to have. You can have it. You can be part of Yoko. You can have paradise here every morning. I was glamping in Sega and I woke up. I woke up like you, Leron, like just the sun blazing in my eyes, slowly twinkling, butterflies everywhere. I was just like, wow, what a way to wake up. Any questions on this? It's like I'm teaching a lecture. But it is fascinating stuff. So if you want to design your dream best life, I highly recommend changing your programming at night and changing the way you go to sleep. And that can make a drastic change in your life. And I'm excited for this Saturday. I hope I didn't take too much time. But we have an Awaken with OM event. It's designed as a journey. We'll start with movement, move the energies. We'll open up our chakras. We'll do some Qigong. Who's heard of Qigong? Pretty cool. Nice. An advanced version of Qigong is Tai Chi, and you've probably seen like old Chinese grandpas and grandmas in the park flowing. That's Qigong. That's Tai Chi. They know some energy work. We'll do that, and we'll do some breath work. It'll be a pretty intense experience. So I'm pretty excited to be guiding you through that breathwork journey. It'll be 63 minutes. And then we'll finish off with a beautiful 60-minute sound bath with a beautiful sound here from Santa Cruz. And that is Saturday at 7 a.m. You guys are all invited. Yes.
What about OM Sleep?
OM Sleep. We'll talk about that next slide. Yeah. So I'm going to play a 40-second trailer we developed for our upcoming Kickstarter campaign. And it's launching on September 6th. And our website is omsleep.co. And you'll be able to use our OM Sleep mask to experience the Awaken with OM digitally as well, but also in person with live places that we're doing. We're planning a big tour in the US, starting in Scottsdale, Arizona, and working our way to Sedona and some other places in California. All right, OM Sleep. So this is our new company that was in stealth for a year, and we're launching the world's most advanced sleeping mask. And we're going to help you dream your best life. Who's ready for that? Huh? So I love this product that we've developed, and unfortunately, I had 100 prototypes with us in 2 suitcases, and it got detained by customs. They're like, "What in the world is this?" Open this box up, and I opened one up, and he's like, "There's too many, too much, mucho." So, OM Sleep. Our mission is to infuse modern technologies with ancient teachings and wisdoms to help people unlock the power within. And we're super, super excited about this launch. If you want to support us, you can go to omsleep.co and put a reservation for our Kickstarter. And we have some pretty cool colors like black and gold, white and gold. We have a yin yang couple mask box. That's pretty cool for couples. And yeah, those actually come with limited edition journals to prompt you at night for the subconscious programming. So it's pretty cool journal. All right, that is, I think, my end of my present. Well, let me show you the video, actually. I forgot the trailer.
Okay. Fine.
We have nanotechnology with 22 patents, 8 peer researches. This is divine, sacred geometry. That's a pretty epic trailer, yeah? So what's interesting is I designed the first mask, and I called it the classic. And it didn't have all this fancy stuff on it. And my daughter, when she joined the company, she's like, "Dad, this is not the most advanced sleeping mask. We need to shelf this and continue on the product." So we worked on this product for like 9 more months. And it is the world's most advanced. And it uses this cool technology that protects you from EMF. So who's got a lot of devices in their house, right? iPhones, tablets, Wi-Fi. Well, the 5G and all the Wi-Fi routers, unfortunately, don't resonate with our body frequency. So it could disturb our sleep. It could disturb our energy centers. And so we built a EMF radiation protection chip that has 22 patents. It's pretty cool. That fractalization you saw, we sketch. Who has my phone? Maybe Sarah? So we sketched into this microchip 83,200, think of it. 83,251 circles in this microprocessor using nanotechnology. And these have resistors on the outer end, and all the EMF will basically boot up power the resistors and power on the microprocessor. So this is batteryless, no batteries. So most advanced, absolutely. The fractals that come out of it start off with a Genesis pattern. We've seen a Genesis pattern, seed of life or flower of life. So we use that, and there's been like over 20 million put into this research project that researches this geometry that creates this fractal and that creates a torus field. And this torus field that comes out of the microprocessor can protect the space up to maybe up to like 1,000 feet or more, depending on how big the chip is. This one is good enough to protect the master bedroom, let's say, right? Your sleeping area. All right, question?
On that, what is the typical BI of this that works? Is there anything like apps that
Yeah, great question. So it's the radiation coming off the electronic devices. And it's been proven that they're harmful when we scan our brain and everything like that. So that's why you see a lot of EMF, like people will even buy organites. Organites will block EMF, but how do you transmute it is a better solution so it doesn't stop the device or interfere with the device functioning. Yep. All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you. I won't take much more of your time and enjoy the night.